At JFK Airport, my daughter was already on the plane, but the nanny swore she never got inside.
The crowded JFK Airport was loud and full of rush. Suddenly, bang! A sharp sound echoed near gate 14. A woman stood completely frozen at the counter, holding her passport with shaking hands. The screen above her flashed. Boarding closed, her eyes filled with panic and tears. She begged the gate agent to reopen the gate. Her little daughter had already boarded the flight with the nanny while she was stuck in a long security line. The agent stayed calm but strict. Once the plane is finalized, no one can open the door again, not even for emergencies. Then her phone suddenly vibrated. She looked at it and turned pale. It was a message from the nanny. The text said she was still stuck in the parking area and had never even entered the airport. The woman's heart dropped instantly. The gate agent quickly checked the passenger list again. Her face changed. A heavy silence filled the room. If the nanny was still outside, then who used her identity to board flight 402 with the child? The mother felt her legs go weak. Her daughter was already in the sky. Sitting next to someone unknown, fear hit her heart. Someone dangerous might be with her child, and no one knew who it was. The gate agent slowly looked up and said in a low voice, "We need security." Now, the mother stood shaking, realizing the worst part every second mattered, and her daughter was already far away, out of reach. The gate agent immediately called security. The mother stood frozen, her mind racing. Her daughter was already in the air, on flight 402, sitting next to a stranger who was never supposed to be there. Within minutes, airport security arrived and pulled out the flight records. Everything matched, except one thing. The nanny's identity had been used to clear boarding, but the real nanny was still outside. That meant one terrifying truth: someone had stolen her identity before boarding. On the plane, high above the clouds, the little girl sat quietly beside a woman she believed was her nanny. The woman smiled gently, holding her hand, acting calm. The girl whispered, "Where's my mom?" The woman softly replied, "She's coming soon," but her eyes told a different story. Back at JFK, the mother was crying now, begging for answers. The officer finally looked at her and said something that made her blood run cold. "We tracked the boarding scan. It wasn't the nanny who boarded your daughter." He paused. It was someone using a copied identity. Someone who planned this. The mother screamed, "Then where is my daughter now?" The officer hesitated, then said, "We are contacting the pilot. But there's something strange." He showed her the screen. The flight had changed its route midair, and no one from the cockpit had requested it. On the plane, the girl noticed something strange. The woman sitting beside her was now speaking on a hidden phone, whispering, "Yes, she's on board." The girl slowly turned her head, and that's when she saw it. The woman wasn't watching the sky. She was watching her. Back at the airport, alarms started ringing. Security rushed in. The officer shouted, "We lost control of flight 402's communication." The mother collapsed to the floor as the truth hit her. This was not a mistake. It was a planned abduction. In the sky, hours later, the flight landed safely. But when the doors opened, the seat next to the child was empty. No nanny, no stranger, only a note left behind that said, "She's safe, for now. Don't try to find her."